might as well say something. There's no point in starting the stream and waiting until someone pops in, so I'll just talk to myself for 5 minutes. And I know D will pop in, he's always there. He's always there, my buddy D. Anyway guys, I'll just wanted to give you a wee update. I've no died. My tatties have no died. Everything's good. It's my corn. It's my new lettuce. My raspberry plant's doing really well actually, the wild one. Is that a cranberry? A blueberry, so it's like he's trying to produce a blueberry. They're trying to produce something. But like I said, I didn't hold any high expectations for fruit this year. Johnson's sitting on top of the world. Oh, no mask, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. I'm just going to be updating my tatties. I've just been trying to weed some of it. Thistles and stuff growing amongst my tatties. I've weeded on the sides here. This side here was like... This side, I've weeded all this side as well. Still today. See all that? There's all the weeds. There's all the weeds on the side there. I wanted to show you something which I think a lot of people haven't really seen or know. Look at that. Look at that, guys. I can grow my own breedy tatties. Look at that. I could get tatty seeds for these and grow my own tatties, but it doesn't mean it'll be the same plant. That's the thing, when you take the tubers and plant them in the ground, you're actually creating a clone of the plant. But when you plant the seeds, it's like a lottery, because the pollen's foreign. It's foreign pollen, so you don't know what you're going to get. But I might actually see these fucking weeds, man. I've got some tatties growing. Look, I'll need to show you. I found a tatty. I found a tatty on my exploits. Let's see. Where was it? I seen it. I seen a tatty somewhere. Try to cover it up again. Where was it? Was it here? Got it. It's fucking right deep. Let's see, where's my tatty? Where's the tatty that I seen? Is it this one? It's one of these ones over here. It was just exposed. My tatty was exposed a wee bit. Can't I see it there? Fuck off, fly. Let's see, where's the tatties? Where's the tatties? Where's the totties? Do you want to see my next door allotment's tatties? He's grown tatties somewhere in there. And he done the same as me, he dug it out. See this bit here? This is actually a tatty patch. He's got tatties in there. But he's not kept up on weeding. Got the weeds. The weeds have taken over. In fact, the weeds have taken over the guy's whole fucking allotment, look. Look at that, that's what happens if you leave your allotment for a couple of weeks and you don't tend to it, especially in the summer. Got the wild raspberry. That's a wild raspberry. Million, look, there must be about 100 wild raspberries sitting there. And he's got some brambles there. But the weeds are doing better than his tatties. Let's have a look, let's have a wee look. See, we look in his allotment. Where was his tatties? His tatties are in here somewhere. That's his tatties there. It's his tatty plant there. Where is it? He's got tatties in here. They're tatty plants. See them? These are tatty plants. These are tatty plants. They're tatty plants. They're tatty plants. Tatty plants. So this is a tatty patch that he's done. And look at all the weeds. Look at all the weeds. Unreal. They're all tatties in there. Tatties. But if you didn't keep on top of the weeds, man, they'll just take over your allotment. Oh. So guys, I think I know when my tatties are ready is when the flowers die and the plant starts sort of wilting. I'm trying to find this tatty that I seen. It's because I covered it back up again, because you didn't want to expose your tatties because they become poisonous. They go green and they create a chemical that's poisonous. So that's why you need to hill them like this. It was one of these ones, it was one of the close ones, yeah. To keep my feet. Let's see. Busting up the present. That's not it. Oh, look, guys. Look, there's a tatty. Look. There's a potato. There's a potato. Oh, there's a couple of potatoes. Oh, 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 oh. I need to cover them up again though. Let them grow a wee bit more. But they're definitely coming along, guys. Definitely coming along. My totties. There's definitely going to be tatties there when I pull them up. Just how good a crop, I wonder. My shallots are doing good as well. The same again, you just have to keep on top of these weeds. I just weeded this last week. Just before all the rain and the hot weather. These thistles. Look how deep they go. This is the mare's tail. The past and not the present. Let's see. Some of this fucking weeds it. We're laughing guys, we're laughing. The weeds it. Oh look, I've got another strawberry, but something's been eating it. I think I'll need to polytunnel this. I'm going to put some tubing over and get some plastic over, because something's eating my strawberries. Look, that was a good strawberry and it's been eaten. I know, you're right, Brandon. But apparently the inflation has stayed the same. And food prices have barely went up, so that's a good thing for everybody, I think. So these little strawberries forming here. There's a bee. So got my other patch there. Got my what you see my lettuce? You see my lettuce, guys? Let's have some of that. Look at that. Look at my lettuce. They're actually forming little, see the ball in the middle? They're forming that crown. Is that a crown? I don't know what they call it. When they start folding in the middle, start becoming more solid, like real lettuce. The size of that. Look at that. It's getting that solid middle bit. You recognise a lettuce. Oh, I probably need to get some of the weeds out of there too, but I'm just constantly weeding right now, guys. Look at my lot. Look at these weeds. They are lovely and crisp. You could eat them right now if you want. You could get some salad cream, dump it on and just shove it in. These are my onions. And to be honest with you guys, same again, I need to do a lot of weeding here. Because these mare's tail are taking over. And this is why I came up today. It was to do weed. I've already done a lot of weeding today. Like I do stuff and then I do a live stream. I'm sitting on how deep these roots go, you know what I mean? I've got a pet hedgehog kicking about as well, guys. I've got a wee pet hedgehog. He kicks around the outside of my allotment, looking for all the wee sort of fresh roots that I pull up. So I've been throwing them down here for the hedgehog. Spotted him a couple of times. He was over there one time. I don't know if he lives over here. I think he was living under a bit of cardboard or what. Got a funny feeling he's living under there. The hedgehog. I don't know if hedgehogs are pests or what to your allotment. I don't know. I've never really looked into hedgehogs being pests. But I like the wee guys, so I'm not going to bother them. You can have a if that's who's eating my strawberry, you can have it. The cool wee guy. There's my compost, guys. My compost. I've been just mixing paper and it's getting there, guys. I've got manure in there as well. See some manure there. It's going to be some good compost, that. And hopefully the heat of the compost will kill all the weed seeds. I mean, it's my other compost. Look at that. It's just pure horse shit. What's that growing? That's weird. Like a fungi. The fuck is that? That good manure, look at that. That's going to be some good compost soon. Give that a few months. Chuck some shit on top of that. So that's my compost there. I've got it all figured out, guys. I've got it all figured out. I should really put that on that shit. And I've got my pallets ready to do stuff with. I was thinking maybe doing something with a fence. But I really need to get my hut sorted out, guys. This is a bit of embarrassment. Like, you should see this hut. This is my hut. I've not really used it. I've just put stuff in it. But look at that. It's a fucking mess. It's an absolute mess. So I think my next mission is to get that place sorted out. But I'm so happy, guys. I'm like over the moon with. Even my beetroot's coming back. Mind what I said about my beetroot? My missus cursed my fucking beetroot. Would you know, guys? Done a bit of weeding. Jesus Christ, man. I think the beetroot is coming back with a vengeance. Yeah, my beetroot. So this is one of the sort of failed crops, I would call it, but they're still there. They're still there. They're still trying to grow. I don't know what's wrong with the beetroot. I don't know if I've not gave them enough food or. And there's my cabbage. Got some multicolours going on there in the cabbage, look. So when did he start looking like cabbage? Because they didn't really look like a cabbage then. They just looked like some kind of plant, a weed. Aye, the weeds will steal fucking loads, mate. They just parasite. The weeds just parasite, mate. And my onions are coming along quite good. I just pull the weeds out as I go, kind of along the way, innit? La da 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 da. Just pull these out as I walk around it. This big bad boy. It's all good for the compost, I suppose. All this crap. It's all good for the compost. There we go. I'm sitting on top of the world. This is mare's tail, it's called. And it's a nightmare, guys. This stuff here. They tell me they brought over from Asia to reinforce banks for railway tracks. This stuff. Because the roots go so far, they can actually support whole banks of earth. So the story is this shit was brought over from Asia for the railway companies. But we'll have a look at my onion. Look at that, look at that. This is a red onion forming in there. Mare's tail is good for the bones. What? Mare's good for the bones? What do you mean by that? This shit's good for the bones. It's good for railway tracks, I heard, but I'm not sure about bones. Look at that. There's an onion forming in there. There's an onion in there, definitely. I'll just cover it up now. There's another, see the red? You see that's the red variety there. My strawberries. These ones under the glass are doing much better than my other ones. These ones are doing, oh look at that over there, look. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, didn't get me dancing to the Proclaimers again. Oh no. Oh no. What's this? What's this? What's this? Looks a good one. It's not been touched by anything. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. My missus is not going to get any strawberries. I'm going to end up eating them all as they grow. I'm going to pick this one too. Look how red that is. Look how red that is. Right, taste test. Taste test. Oh, look at it, man. It's a nice wee thing. They're so sweet. They're so sweet. Oh, to the point your cheeks go. Your arse cheeks clap. Oh, and look at this. My carrot patch is infested Oh look, I just pulled out a carrot. Bastard. See, that's what happens when you... Oh shit. That's what happens when you pull it the roots. Like I pulled out a carrot. It's not looking that great, to be honest with you. Right. That looks pretty shit. But see, when I started up here, guy over there, John, he's been trying to grow carrots up here for years, and he says it's not possible. He says for some reason the carrots don't grow up here. They don't like to grow here, the carrots. Still, that's a carrot. See, that's a carrot patch there. That's a carrot plant there. And that's a big carrot plant. See, it's getting mixed up with the weeds in the carrot planting because the carrots look right weedy. Sometimes. Oh yeah. Right, I'll need to get my gloves on for the thistles. So, that's my update. I've got my lettuce. My new baby lettuce are growing. That's new lettuce in there. Like I said, my tatties are doing amazing. Amazing. In fact, I think I'm going to do carrots or something beside them in this area here. Because I found that digging, even though this no dig stuff, it's good if you can't be arsed digging. If you're old and shit like that. But look at the difference between these tatties. Look at the difference between these tatties when I dug. I dug about 3 feet down with these. 2.5 feet, 3 feet down just to get rid of the weeds. And look at them, right? And this is a no dig over here tatties. No dig tatties. Pathetic. Pathetic. And they were done before these. These were planted before them. Look at them. Lame. They're not too bad. They tatty plants, that row there. That row there's not too bad, but pretty lame. This no dig stuff. I'm still pretty skeptical. Got to say the digging, for what I've seen, the digging produces. I don't know what this will produce. Mind you, I might have tatties ready. Let's see. Any tatties ready in there? They're so underdeveloped, these ones. They're shite. Do you know what? I'm just going to randomly pull this out. We'll see if we can get tatties, guys. Let's see if we can pull any tatties out. Any wee ones at least. Oh! Oh! I've got a tatty. I've got one. Is that one? Oh, there's two. Is that two? It's trying to be a tatty. One tatty. Are you fucking shitting me? One tatty. One tatty of that plant. One frickin' tatty. Are you shitting me? Two tatties. Two shitty tatties. Two tatties. But mind you, look at it, it's not very developed. I mean, it's no the best you can compare to them. Look. No dig tatty. Dig tatty. No dig. Dig. No dig. Dig. I mean, these didn't even produce flowers. Plus, they look like they might have blight or something. That might be blight or some shit like that. Some kind of disease. You see it's on the underside of the leaf as well. So this no dig nonsense. And look guys, fruit, tatty fruit. I bet you never knew that. Bet you never knew tatties produce berries. So I could plant this, I could plant the seeds from this. This has got hundreds of seeds inside. I could plant the seeds for this and produce my own potato. That one looks minging, look at that. So so the tatty I just pulled out the now from this, right? If I plant this back in the ground, it'll produce an exact copy of this. If I let this chit, you call it chitting, when you leave it in a bag and the little eyes appear and they start rooting. It's called chitting. And you put it back in the ground and it grows an exact copy. It's like a clone when you do clones. But see, when you take the seed here and you plant the seeds, because these flowers have been pollinated by bees all over the place. So the pollen's foreign. So when you plant the seeds for this, it's a lottery to what kind of tatties you get. A total lottery. You could get bigger tatties, you get smaller tatties, you could get different coloured tatties. God knows. But I might experiment with this fruit. See if I can produce my own potato. One tatty. Yeah, that plant. That's lame. I was technically two, but that I wouldn't even classify that as a tatty. It's look at it. Yeah. It's fucking, yeah. Nah. I can go in the compost. No, I'm not going to chuck that in the compost. I'll leave that out. Leave that out. I'll have that for my tea tonight. I'll bake it and put some cheese and coleslaw on it. But this no dig stuff, I'm glad I never just done no dig, to be honest with you. This no dig nonsense. I mean, I tried my best with this no dig stuff. The beds, But I think underground stuff isn't that good in the no bed. I think above ground, kind of like my raspberries, my blueberries, stuff like that. I think they'll do better in the beds because the stuff isn't grown underneath. But if anything's grown under the ground, I think you're better digging it. Same with strawberry beds. Strawberry beds will be alright in beds because the fruit grows above ground. And same with the lettuce. But I think anything like root vegetables, like potatoes, I think they're just better in the ground. Carrots, potatoes, onions. Mind you, the onions are doing alright here. My onions are doing no too bad. Apart from this mare's tail. It's just fucking a nightmare. It's just taking over. Like I said, look at my fellow allotmenteers. Look at his. And he's been up here quite a lot, this young lad. He's been up there quite a lot. So guys, I'm on the CBD vape. It's not a THC, it's a totally legal THC. I'm off the weed, guys. That's it. I'm no smoking it as much. I'm just gonna have a wee now and again. I'm done with the weed. I'm done with it. I'm just gonna have a little toke of this. And it's not even psycho, it's just CBD stuff. This is totally legal. Totally legal. The sky's just dramatically changed. I think it's gonna piston. See if you're over there. So I've got some OG Kush. You get the taste and everything, but you didn't get a hit. Aye, so that's what's going on, guys. That's what's going on. I hope you're all having a good week. I'm trying to get back out at the weekends and go on my little trips again. I've still got this bloody courtesy car, so I can't really go that far. Ah, there be a squall brewing. What does that mean? It's a medicinal herb, but invasive too. No mask. It's funny because an old wifey came down. I think she was called Kathy. She's about 100-year-old. She came into my allotment, my plot, and she was telling me that mare's tail was good, and I'm like, nah, it's no good. I'm just gonna fucking rip it out. You know what I mean? If it's good, you eat it. You know what I mean? Oh, storm on the way. Right. There's a squall brewing. I've never heard that expression. I've heard there's a storm brewing, but a squall. I'll need to figure out what I'm going to do with this bloody frame. I don't have to figure it out, I know what I want to do. I'm going to cover this in plastic. This thing here. It's pirate talk. Well, my son would probably ken what you were talking about because he's right into his pirate stuff. He would know exactly what you're talking about. So I want to turn this frame, guys, into a greenhouse. This gazebo frame. It stands like... I'm 6'3", so... I'm 6'3", and you can see it must be a good 8 foot tall. I mean, it's huge. I can adjust the legs as well, so to make it smaller. See the holes? Because I'm so tall, I made it tall. You know what I mean? But I'd probably be better making it shorter and just crouching than underneath. Be less plastic. And these are weeds. All this was the same as that. This shit here. I've had to weed all this as well. This is what's left over, just dry grass. That'll go into the compost as well. It's just more compost material. I think it's going to chuck it down, guys. I really do. I think it's going to chuck it down. Maybe even some thunder. It feels that way. It feels close. You can feel the energy in the air almost. You can smell it. You can smell it. That energy. I'm sitting, look at my tatty. I'm not going to make a big song and dance about that, like. But I might just leave it to chit and then plant it again. See if we can get more potatoes out of this one measly potato. It's a shame, really. It's a waste of time. A waste of time. Like I said, these no-dig potatoes. Shite. Dig potatoes. So this Charles Dowding guy, I don't know what he's doing to make his beds. Like, I don't know if he's being deceitful or what, but he's the one that supports this no-dig stuff, and obviously he's biased because look at that. And that is lame. Look, even the lettuce isn't that good. It's maybe something in the soil. It's maybe something in the soil. The raspberries doing good. Look at that. This is a wild raspberry that I pulled out. I just pulled a wild raspberry out and just planted it beside my blackcurrant. It's my blackcurrants. See if I've got any blackcurrants yet. Looks like something's been eating my rhubarb. Look. Something's been eating my rhubarb. Oh, look, there's some blackcurrants. Got some blackcurrants, people. Like I said, there's some blueberry. This is a blueberry bush here, but I can't really see any blueberries. There's something growing there, trying to grow it. That looks like a blueberry, and that looks like a blueberry. But like I said, it's the first year, so I wouldn't put too much hope into fruit. That look at the blackcurrant bush. That's amazing. Blackcurrants are just, they grow like weeds. They grow like weeds, guys. These blackcurrant plants. In America, you can't get blackcurrant. Do you know that? You can't get blackcurrant in America. It's practically illegal, blackcurrant, in America. A lot of Americans, 90% of Americans don't even know what blackcurrant tastes like. Because, well, real blackcurrant. Because they kind of banned it in America. Because it was carrying a disease. The blackcurrant bushes were carrying a disease that was killing the pine. It was called white pine trees. So they eradicated all the fucking blackcurrants in America. Something like 40 million plants. And they've still got the disease in the trees. Oh look, there's some raspberries growing there. So, Americans aren't really, they use grape. See, we Skittles. When you get Skittles and you get the purple Skittle. Well, in Britain, we get blackcurrant Skittles when they're purple. But in America, they get grape Skittles. Because, I don't know why. I don't know, allowed to even use blackcurrant flavouring. But it's a good source of vitamin C, that's maybe why. It feels like they've got rid of blackcurrants for another reason rather than the trees. They probably don't want people getting their own vitamins, because apparently blackcurrant has got more vitamin C than oranges and stuff. I mean, so like a handful of berries, blackcurrant, it's the equivalent of like a lemon for vitamin C. So in America, these are practically banned, these plants. And it's grown strong as well. It's probably one of my strongest plants in here. It looks like it's just thriving in this environment. So that's another little tidbit for you. Now, a lot of Americans don't even know what blackcurrant tastes like because it's banned over there. I think it's going to chuck it down, guys. It's looking like it. How you doing, Pamatiti? Pamatiti? Brandon Cook. Good to see you, Pamatiti. And good to see you as well, Brandon Cook. No mask. I've usually got D there. I think he's probably watching, like. Going to have a couple of beers for the summer solstice this evening. Sit in the garden and be a hippie for an hour or two. Is it the summer solstice? I might go and get a beer myself. So is it the longest day? The longest day of the year? When the sun's in the sky the highest? You can call me T1T. It just means life. T1T. Alright. That's deep. That's deep. But it's went right gloomy in here, guys. The fucking thistles, man. The thistles are tapping me in the shoulder. What about us? A fly in the face. And apparently you can eat these as well, the thistles. See them? See the stalk? It's like celery. The stalk is like celery. Apparently. If you cut the leaves off and eat just the stalk, if you cut these leaves off and eat the stalk, it's apparently just like celery. but they'll be useful for my compost. No mask. Look at these brambles. These are just wild. Look at the brambles. There's brambles and raspberries in there as well. So people, that's just my update. Hope you have a good summer solstice. And I'll see yous at the weekend. Or I might have another stream during the week, but I hope yous are all good. Enjoying the summer. And not getting too stressed out with all the shit that's going on in the world. Just ignore it. Just turn the telly off. Chuck it in the sea like that submarine. Okay? Chuck your telly in the ocean like that submarine that's floating about. And have a good one. See you later.